Well, good morning. Wait, you're asking yourself, what? Good morning? What happened to yesterday? I'll tell you that story in a minute because I got to get out of here really fast. I overslept. This is a first for me. I stealth camped at the truck stop. Just tucked in right between the fence here and bushes. And there's the road right there. So I need to get out of here. I overslept. I missed my alarm by an hour. So I'll tell you more about this in a second. I'll get to get all packed up, get out of here before somebody sees me. Oh, and this would be a good one for anybody that watches Camping with Steve. This would be a good one. He should do this. Hang out at a truck stop. All right, just had a healthy breakfast. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Eggs, bacon, tater tots with gravy, apples, peanut butter, yogurt, orange juice. Today's goal is a wildlife management area. Depending upon if one road is open through an area, which it looks like it might not be, they get about 16 miles. Otherwise, it'll be about a 13. Well, it's either going to be 16 miles today or 14 miles today. And then, oh, look at this. Battle of Tilton. Battles of Tilton. Huh. So about yesterday, oh, looks like they make pallets over there. Huh. Anyway, regarding yesterday, menudo for free. I even got, they make pallets and you get free menudo. Anyway, yesterday, so I, we did the 4.5 miles down the mountain from the Pinoti Trail, and then got there and got some food, got something to eat. Well, that's what happens when you get food, right? You eat it. And wait around to charge my stuff up. It took a long time. And as I kept charging stuff, and it's just like, so then I got some more stuff to eat. And by that time it was late in the day, and I figured, it's not really a place up here in such a short distance to camp. I saw one spot, but it looked like it might have been full of brambles anyway. So anyway, I just started looking around the truck stop there for a spot to stealth camp, and I found that spot there. It was suitable. A little bit loud at night, a little bit lit up, but anyway, it served its purpose. So I had a day off yesterday. I feel recharged. But you know what? It's interesting. I've been noticing this. Gee, I wonder why. I have bouts of just boom, zoom, let's go. And then bouts of just kind of feeling blah and tired. So I ain't any younger. So got a day off, and now I'm just going to try and make a straight shot through to Clayton. We'll see if that happens. It's still about 130 miles. There's a couple hostels, about 2/3, 3/4 of the way to Clayton, where I could possibly stop and take a one-night break. Not a day off, but take a one-night break. And those are on the Appalachian Trail. So we'll see what happens. So that's it. So today's just going to be about, I think there might be some, if I can take the shortcut, it should be a dirt road. Otherwise, I think it's going to be all little paved roads like this. Oh, and one more thing I want to mention. It's got a nice note this morning from Heather. Howdy, Heather. She is the wife of the ranger that I met the other day, Mark. Hello there, Mark. And by the way, hello to Stacy. And she mentioned that for some reason I made an impact on Mark, and that's the last place he would have expected to see anybody on that abandoned road that all those blowdowns. He was the last one I expected to see too, with anybody on that abandoned road with blowdowns. So anyway, Heather, Mark, howdy. And thank you for your many, 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 many years of witness together. It's been a peaceful country road this morning. I want to mention something else too about yesterday. It's last night when I was getting ready to go to my stealth spot. The guy working there at the truck stop said, "Would you like a free shower?" Couldn't pass that up, huh? So I got myself a free shower last night. Oh, look at this. They got that out in front of their house there. How about that? Nobody home. I like this little road. Look at this old place here. Obviously not being used anymore. It's almost like those houses, right, that we saw on the farmland in mostly in Oklahoma. It's not used anymore, so it just stands there as a testament to the commerce that was going on in years past. And now it's silent. Well, this right here looks like it's the local artist palette. Queens for something, life. It's on this side too. You always wonder how something, I guess you say, becomes a tradition or something in certain places. And they have a nice view when they're doing it. Oh, look at this, we're back on dirt. I like this. So up here, the road's going to make a little, it's going to go up and then back down. And then not too far after that is the place where it shows a road, but a previous street view from 17 years ago shows that it was blocked off. So we'll see how current 17-year-old picture is, huh? Well, take a look at this fence. I guess they really mean nobody trespasses, huh? Huh. And I guess that's the 17-year-old street view is correct. Here's a road inside the property, patrolling the fence. It's an old faded sign. You can't make it out on camera, but it says Dalton Utilities, no trespassing. But I wonder why. Let me get down off this berm here. Dalton Utilities owns this 8,100 acre tract of land. I looked it up, it's 8,100 acres. They don't want you to go on it. Because you look at the satellite map, even a current satellite map just shows that it's all woodland. Huh. I think there's something else going on. How about this? Here's where this road would be. It still shows on the map. And the patrol road actually does go up there. But here's something. City of Dalton, no, Dalton Utilities owns it, but it's leased to the federal government. And so that there's no accountability, and the federal government does something secret over here on this property. It's the only thing I think of. I mean, that's a tall fence. It's like you want to really keep things out, not only people, but animals. Or it's like you want to keep things in, too. Isn't that, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Isn't that something about Hunger Games or something? Where they let people loose? Or isn't that something else? Where they let people loose and then they hunt them down. And it's all fenced off so they can't get out. Huh. Such are the little fictional stories and stuff that you, science fiction or whatever, that you concoct to keep yourself occupied through hours and hours of walking. I haven't heard any screaming. No gunshots. And see what I tell you. There is something nefarious going on. It's over here. This is the property. And they just put these markers out here to give warning that don't try and cross into their property. Well, making pretty good time today, surprisingly. About a little over, well, about 9.5 miles and a little over, about 3.5 hours. So it's not too bad. Next stop's going to be up here about 3.5 miles. Going to go into Dollar General and get some health food for tonight. And then after that, it'll be about 4.5 miles where we're going to camp. So it's going to make it almost a 17-mile day, which is not too bad. It's going to rain. It's going to be cloudy. Anyone want to buy a house in Georgia? 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Almost 1,800 square feet on almost 3 acres. It's only $320,000. Not a bad deal. It is, of course, if you like to be on a sort of busy road. You know, I've always found it interesting that there could be nothing for miles and miles, and then all of a sudden you come up on one of these. So, you can see what kind of health food they have. And then take a break. And then we're going to head down this way about 4 miles. Well, I think went a little bit overboard at Dollar General. Spent $26. Want to see what I got here? It's one of those Dollar General markets. Got a salad. Looks good. Got a sandwich. And apples and caramel. Let's see. Sausage sticks. Can't even say it. Fruit cup. Cherry medley. And a fruit cup. Pineapple. And let's see, what is this thing here? Amazing juice smoothie, mango. And Lori, if you're watching, a few videos back when, if you might remember when we were at the OARC General Store, and I had to resupply on a bunch of junk. One of those things was a moon pie. And so Lori, one of our viewers, are you watching, Lori? Said, did you get a RC Cola with that moon pie? And I told her, oh no, I didn't. But I got an RC Cola now. Now you're going to ask me, did I get a moon pie with that RC Cola? No, because they don't have any moon pies here. And I also want to mention something too, is that in high school I had a couple friends who from time to time, they would go to the school cafeteria. Not the cafeteria, but, well, the school foods, the food line. And they would they'd buy a candy bar and a Coke. And it was always like, ugh. Candy bar and a Coke to me was like scratching your fingers on the blackboard. Some of you might not know what scratching fingers on a blackboard is. Anyway, so now I've been just thinking about on this walk and the others, not so much on the others, but on this one, I've gotten stuff like that, cola and some candies. Like, ugh. Oh. All right, I'm gonna eat, and then we're gonna go 4.5 miles down that way, and then we'll have 8 miles, I think, to the next Dollar General tomorrow. Well, as usual, I stayed longer than I should have. So now I'm kind of rushing down this little county road to get where I need to camp before sunset. The other interesting thing too is I've been smelling a lot of dead animal smell along this road. And I was smelling it off and on while I was sitting out there outside the Dollar General. There's a large grassy area there. And now I'm hoping that I didn't sit in a spot where there was a dead animal and I'm just now bringing it along with me. Maybe that's why I'm smelling it. Well, when I get to camp, I'll smell my backpack and see if that's the case. Well, I think I found the source of the smell. It's chicken houses. And I can smell them here. So once we get past them, I can confirm if that's the smell or not. So I've been walking through all this wooded area. Now here comes a car. And I get here to the edge of the wooded area, to a big open area, and look what I come up to. Look at the size of that house. I'm pretty sure it's a house. It was just, it's like, it was shocking to see that. Now there is this woods over here. This belongs to a private hunting club. So I don't know if that's part of it or not, but that's a big thing there. Wow. Okay. I'm still struck by that. I looked on the map. It's a land owned by Eden Farms. So I guess they're doing pretty well. I think they might have something to do with chickens because I'm coming up with some more chicken houses. And I can smell them. Ooh wee, yummy. And I'm going to be camping pretty close to them too. Relatively speaking, I think I'll be like within a half mile of these chicken houses. And get this. The humidity is going to be 100% tonight. And also get this. There's going to be no wind. So that should make for a nice scent, just resting over the whole land. Hopefully I can find a high spot. All right, found a spot. I'm in the process of putting the tarp up here because I think I told you it's gonna be 100% humidity tonight. I can already feel it right now. So that's strike number one. Strike number two is that there's going to be no breeze. Can I do this with one hand? No, I can't. Well, anyway, here's the tarp. And then strike number three is I'm not up on the top of a hill like I'd want to be. There's kind of a bottomland right here where there's a nice hill back there. That's a private hunting club over there. And then over here, the hilltop I was looking at, which is part of the wildlife management area, has been, it's got a bunch of scrub because it was clear cut, and so it's just a bunch of scrub growing there. So this is the spot I picked, kind of close to the road. Oh, and strike number four, chicken houses. Oh, about a third of a mile away, so I already got the scent. That's going to be a nice scent tonight. And then strike number five, tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and for the next 3 days is bonus hunting season. So I might be waking up to some gunshot. So if you don't see me tomorrow, you know, oops, somebody goofed. All right, good night from the Kusawati Wildlife Management Area. A good, sticky, slimy morning. Huh. Yeah, my pack straps are all wet or damp. Everything is yuck. Sticks are all slimy wet. You can't really tell it with the camera. Well, maybe you can, but it's got that hazy wetness to it. So, don't know the actual route I'm going to hit today. I know this morning, going 4.5 miles to get some health food. Where? At the only place around, Dollar General. So, let's head on out. That was a nice little spot. Here in the woods, weren't any, it was really relatively easy to get a good spot because there weren't any sticker bushes or any pokey stuff that was growing out of the ground. So it's 7:44. Like I said, the first goal is 4.5 miles up ahead to the Dollar General. And then after that, the next goal would be Ellijay, the town of Ellijay. I don't know that I'm going to make it that far today. We'll see. Otherwise, there's a church that's about 15 miles ahead. I left them a message. See if they let me stay in their picnic pavilion. Otherwise, it's a lot of private property with small lots. There's actually a lot of houses interspersed in that area, so might be one of these days where I'm gonna have to knock on somebody's door tonight and say, "Hey, can I camp on your property?" Because it's gonna be, I think, pretty hard to just sneak in the woods somewhere. So just past this church, established in 1848, it says. Right across the street's a graveyard, cemetery. I'm sure there's somebody here that was born in the 1700s. I'm sure there's probably some Civil War veterans in here too. You know how I've showed you the most popular beer can for the most part on this walk has been Busch Light? Well, it's turned to something else here in Georgia and part of Alabama. It's turning into Michelob. Is it Michelob? Yeah, Michelob Ultra. That seems to be the more popular choice. It's not the majority, but it's a plurality. And the Busch Light cans have been a distinct minority. So that Busch Light distributor in this area, not doing a good job. I wonder what South Carolina's going to bring. All right, rest stop at Dollar General is done. Breakfast stop. I'm not going to do much video today because I'm getting low on battery on the phone, and also one of my battery packs is dead. So I got to conserve till I can find a place where I can recharge more stuff. So today is mostly a road walk, if not all road, and it's going to be a flip of a coin where I'm going to stay tonight, so see what happens. Oh, and by the way, for this 300 yards, I've been back on the Pinhoti Trail. But it's going to turn, go up that way, and we're going down this way. And then that'll be it for the Pinhoti Trail. But we might hit the Benton Mackay Trail tomorrow or the next day. Then the Appalachian Trail. Oh, and one more thing too. We're actually going to be walking on a little bit of the old Federal Road. Federal Road was a road that came from, I think, Athens, Georgia, out this way. And it actually split here in this area. One part went up to Knoxville, Tennessee. The other one went to Nashville. And the road came through Cherokee territory, which was granted through a treaty in 1805 where the Cherokee allowed the federal government to put this road through here. Well, it's been a pretty good climb so far, and of course the sun comes out. I'm starting to do it. Look at this. Really pretty. Oh boy. What goes up must come down. You get the workout and you get the reward. Well, a couple nice guys stopped on the side of the road, gave me a ride here to the store. So I'm gonna get restocked. And then they're going to take me to a place where I can camp out tonight, and then off we go tomorrow. So thank you very much, Chad. And it's been a while since I've been in such a big place with all this food. I'm going short-circuiting. This is Ingles Market. So let's see what I can find to eat here. Well, good morning from behind the Ingles Supermarket. That's right, we slept behind the shopping center last night. So I stayed a long time at the supermarket. They have a nice deli and a sitting area. So I stayed there, and what did I do? Ate, charged up my other battery and my phone. So I'm all good to go. I've got 3 days until my next resupply. So this morning I'm going to go in and resupply for 3 days, and we're actually going to be on the Appalachian Trail for, let's see, tonight, not tonight, 1 night, 2 nights, so 3 days. We're going to be on the Appalachian Trail for 3 days. And yeah, blah, blah, blah. All right, so let's get going and see what happens for today. And once again, it's so humid that my sticks are just slimy wet. Straps on the backpack are wet. And look at this. I think somebody stays here usually. Oh. Okay, go get out this way over here. All right, I went to the laundromat. Let's see, I got something to eat at the store, went back to the store, and I got a ride up here to the trailhead. There it is, Springer Mountain, 6.5. So, thank you very much, Nick and Cookie. They brought me up here to the trailhead. So now we're heading up the Appalachian Trail. I think I'm going to cut it off early today. Because from here there's only 12.5 miles to the shelter that I'm going to stay at tomorrow. So what I need to do actually is look at the map to see if this is all Forest Service land. And if it is, I'll go a few miles. If it's not, maybe I'll just kind of hang out up here today, the rest of the day. Well, I've heard about the mystique of the AT trail community, and I just experienced it. I was walking up the road there, and in fact,